few things with Ethereum. We did make a lower low after the initial major sell-off, which is very bearish. But where did we find our support? Exactly on the 618.
Exactly as predicted.
Exactly as predicted.
That's what everybody says these days.
No, 100%. Yeah, no, you could just draw a line and be like, hey, I predicted it. But no, I mean, we did though. I did predict it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I know it's a cliche thing at this point, but I mean, we do predict shit all the time. So anyways, right now, folks, we're getting rejected off. See how we're forming a base of support here? Whenever we form a base of support, break below it, it will then act as resistance. So for me, it's very simple. If we want to see Ethereum go up in the short term, we need to get above and hold above 2,450. As soon as we can flip 2,450 from resistance into support, we can go up. And again, it's all dependent on what Bitcoin does.
No, 100%, man. And look, overall, like we're saying, the whole market is trying to find that resistance, trying to jab against resistances. Obviously, Ethereum right now 15% up, so that's pretty good. Overall, on the daily chart, maybe if you look at the daily, we see that buyers are trying to push in. Buyers are actually trying to push in, and we see this 100 EMA where we previously tried to, a couple of times find that support at. You see a lot of wicks here in the bottom telling you that we did dip all the way below the 2000, but you can see it very quickly. We're trying to accumulate, and today, if we continue to move upwards here, we're gonna have a nice the first day that would be where the MACD is having some sort of a takedown, so that selling pressure is definitely subsiding. So we just need to see, I think for Ethereum it's pretty important to see how the day ends. The day end closing price is very important for me, because we'll see even overall if this closing price will start, if we see some sort of retracement, which I think we will within the next 4, 5, 6 hours, we will see some sort of retracement back to these lower levels. But you can tell how this is extremely critical. It's extremely critical for Ethereum right now to continue to move upwards to these higher levels, at least somewhere closer to the 2,500, 2,600. But we do have a major resistance at the 2,450 that is definitely going to drive us down, and we are 100% trying to find that support we're trying to break against it. Volume is not the craziest, right? Volume is still pretty low, so you can see usually what happens, we're gonna have that first pump coming back in. If we do form a higher low somewhere close, so anywhere above the 2,100, I would say anywhere above that is going to kind of confirm that, look, this major downtrend that we've been having ever since May 13th for the past 12 days is kind of, we start moving sideways. It's a very steep drop. People react more severely to prices going down as opposed to going up. Every time we drop, it's a hard drop. The buy up, the recovery is usually a slow recovery, and we react a lot more, and those resistances are louder as we move upwards. So you'll see that happen definitely. We just need to continue to break above, and again, the 2,600 region is where we're gonna find that resistance again.
Yes, I think so, but I think also more in the immediate term, we also have volume coinciding perfectly with what was once a basis support. See, we had 3 daily candles fully reacting off 2,450 here, which again coincides perfectly with that volume, which is again where we were getting rejected off right now and where we got rejected on May 22nd. So this is obviously a very, very reactive zone, and the market is telling us this right here is the key zone, because basically for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we've fully been reacting off $2,450 from here support to now resistance. So if we want to see bullish continuation in the short term, ETH needs to get above 2,450. If we cannot get above 2,450, then we're probably going to continue to find rejection. And again, Bitcoin's fully leading the market right now. We need to follow what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin does indeed go on and have a relief rally, Ethereum will probably pump as well. If Bitcoin just decides to dump into nothingness, Ethereum and the rest of the altcoins will probably follow suit.
Yeah, no, and I see a lot of comments here asking if this is dead cat bounce or big crash incoming. seems like a bull trap, and it could be. And that's what it is basically, guys. Usually, you know, look, market recoveries happen when you are having extremely negative news, when there's extremely negative news on the market and everybody is just panicking. We've been having such bad news for the past month, and for Bitcoin, for the whole crypto market, and right now news is still pretty bad, you know, still not in the clear. Everything is in the limbo. We're testing major support levels, even for Ethereum 2000. We dumped all the way back down to it, and look, if we're taking from the all-time highs all the way to the bottom that we actually reached here, we're looking at what, like 50-60% drop that we had. So that cap bounce, sure, but you need to see, we can't be fully naive. If we've been dropping heavily, the market heavily went down, the market literally plummeted. So it could be a dead cap bounce, 100%. But once we start seeing a bit of a breakout above these levels, you gotta expect that, you know, as we go down, we will probably continue to find that support for a bit, because this level right here, we just hit it that one time, right? We didn't fully do it and tested it a couple times. So you're right, we will most likely try to find that support at the 2000, and it could be a dead cap bounce, but it is a bit naive to not expect a bit of a relief rally. And this is not an easy support. This was not an easy resistance to break before, and it's not going to be an easy support to break right now. We pumped heavily and we don't have clear supports along these lines, but the 2000 was something that the whole market was looking at for Ethereum, and yeah, best believe that you will find that support and it won't be such a quick thing that we're just gonna fall through. So
yeah, no, I think the 2000 for ETH is like the 20,000 for Bitcoin. And so also, guys, like when it comes to understanding whether we're in a bull market or bear market, it's honestly very simple. There's no need to talk about feelings and intuitions. No. What we need to look out for is confirmation. Not feelings, not intuitions, confirmation. If we make a new lower low below 30,000, that would serve as confirmation of the bearish downtrend, and thus make it more likely that we could be entering a bear market. If we break out bullishly and sure, find resistance at some point, because there's nothing but resistance above us with Bitcoin, but then fall back down to retest what was once previously a resistance level and hold that as support, that would serve as confirmation of bullish trend reversal. So something I'm kind of musing here as a theoretical possibility is we have a relief rally to retest this resistance trend line based off all-time highs this week. I think we could probably go back up here, retest this, maybe find rejection, find resistance, and if we go back down and if we can solidify what was once previously resistance and hold that as support and start to go back up, then that's confirmation of bullish trend reversal as well. If we do indeed eventually get above this red trend line, if we get above that red trend line, fall back down, retest it, hold it as support, that would be further confirmation of the bullish trend reversal. So there's no need to talk about feelings, intuitions, and kind of muse and guess whether we're in a bull market or bear market. No. We need to wait to see and look out for confirmation, whether confirmation of the downside or confirmation of the upside. Whatever confirmation we get, that will tell us whether we're looking more bearish or less bearish. And anytime anything major happens, we're going to be talking about it on this channel. So folks, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon, notified new uploads. There's 720 people watching, only 185 likes. Folks, do us that favor, smash that like button.
No, 100%, man. Look, one last thing I want to say. When Ethereum was 4,000? Close to 4,000, all the way at the top here, we were talking about be careful, be aware, and everybody was saying stop spreading FUD, and we're talking about this is way too extended, watch out for a heavy drop. And we did mention it multiple times, and we got a lot of flack to it, just fine, a lot of dislikes, which is fine. But I just want to, just in terms of just how the market reacts, guys, it's usually when you're all the way in the bottom that no one wants to buy. But when you're all the way at the
I'm
top
buying.
of news, I know you, I know, I know we are. But overall, when the news is all the way, you know, everything is going great. Everybody and their mother is talking about the price action. And like, oh, I love it. Should I put more money? I had so many people texting me that they're buying Ethereum exactly. Yeah, as soon as it broke the 4K, yeah, I'm just loading up with some. But guys, whoever makes the money is whoever's earliest to the market. And when the news is extremely negative, always look for what's coming next. The market never just continues to go down, and the market, as we see, never continues to go up. And look, this is the 6-hour chart. Look at this MACD. Looks how the market got annihilated, and we never had anything like this before. You look through it, nothing. People were willing to buy Ethereum at literally these higher levels, and now Ethereum is exactly at that breakout. And not even that, it's exactly at the 2,400, exactly where everybody was trying. Now you know what Ethereum is capable of. You know that Ethereum can go to the 4,300, and right now it's all the way here. What are you gonna do? That's the biggest question. What are you gonna do with this, right? And we just need to when things are clear what they can do. Unfortunately, the market reacts the opposite way, man. So it is, folks, what it is.
The trick here is to buy low, sell high, not the other way around. If you're finding you're trading or investing based off emotions and in feelings, panic or greed, you're wrong. You should not be letting your emotions guide your investing or trading decisions. You should let a logical, thought out plan that you stick to guide your trading and investment decisions. And again, man, let me ask you something here. What has changed other than price action with Ethereum and Bitcoin here? How the fundamentals change? Has anything fundamental changed with Bitcoin and Ethereum?
I would say fundamentally, no. I think the technology did get better. I do think, just to give it the benefit of the doubt, but obviously regulations and how governments are moving in this space is something to be worrisome for some people. Fundamentals and technology got better. I think for fundamentals for Ethereum and Matic integrations, Lever 2 scaling solutions, DeFi space has been growing. It's been growing. It's been getting better and better. But yeah.
So you're telling me that from all-time high to now, the only thing that has changed is Ethereum's improvement in the use case has gotten better. So basically, you're telling me the fundamentals continue to trend to continuously improving, right?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird, folks. From all-time highs to now, nothing when it comes to fundamentals has changed with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The same fundamentals that brought Bitcoin to 65,000 were the same fundamentals that existed when it was at 30,000. Same with Ethereum. Same fundamentals that brought it to 4,400 are the same fundamentals that exist at 1,700. The fundamentals hasn't changed. The whole reason why Bitcoin and Ethereum were good in the first place that brought them to these high levels are the same fundamentals that exist right now. Nothing has changed except they've gone more developed. Folks, specifically with Ethereum, this year and next year specifically will be the biggest years in the most important and significant years in Ethereum's history forever, in the past and the future, in my opinion, for two reasons. Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum will hopefully become scalable after Ethereum 2.0 is fully rolled out, more transactions per second, cheaper gas fees, able to handle a lot more transactions. So that's what Ethereum 2.0 is. It's being rolled out in several phases. One of the biggest improvements of Ethereum is EIP 1559 coming in July this summer, which by the way is when altcoins usually do very well in the summer, kind of late summer, August, July, around that time is when alts do well. So after EIP 1559 is introduced, Ethereum will become deflationary. Current supply is hovering at around 115 million. After EIP 1559, the amount of Ethereum will actually decrease. And then you consider what's locked up in Ethereum 2.0, what's locked up in staking. Folks, there is a giant issue with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The issue is there's not enough supply to go around. There's not enough supply to go around, and the market, even at this point, still hasn't woken up to this, folks. There is a giant issue with Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that issue is a lack of supply, in my opinion. And after this gets introduced, I mean, man, this year, next year could be the biggest year in Ethereum's history. So, I mean, I'm definitely not selling. If anything, I'm buying.
Right now it's on sale, man. I'm definitely loading up, and obviously this is not I guess financial advice.
No,
that
we could be
keep
wrong.
saying it 100%. Yeah, but if you're in the space only for gains and stuff like that, without understanding the technology, then it's easier for you to actually sell at these levels as opposed to buying more. And that's where I think that the biggest gap is. But look, man, enough of Ethereum. What do you want to talk about next?
There's a lot to talk about, and I'll wrap up with this with Ethereum just to get this off my chest. The way I look at Ethereum right now is like buying into Google or Apple back in the early 2000s. Imagine if you bought Google at $1 and went to $100, then it crashed $10, and you sold because you were panicking at $10. Oh my God, it fell $90 from multi-minus, 90%, it's crashing into nothingness.
If you would have just dead cat bounce, Google.
Yeah, it's having a dead cat bounce. If you would have just held until today, Google's worth $2,000. So that's how I think about Ethereum right now. Ethereum is the next Google, it's the next Apple. So whether it falls another 40%, fantastic. I'll just buy more, because the most gains have always historically been for those who buy solid projects on dip and hold them for the long term. Crypto's actually easy. All you have to do is buy dips and just hold forever, and then you'll make money.